Hey everybody, my name is Wray. You all know me. I'm from Wray Funeral Establishment in Norfolk, Virginia, and I'm also a candidate for the Chesapeake City Council. And I put a call out the other week on Facebook, and I said, well, what do you all want to know about me? So we're going to get to those responses, 10 things that you didn't know about me. Come on, let's take a look. Number 1, Eric, do you play an instrument? Yes, I play the piano. I actually play for a church over in Portsmouth. Now, here's another fun fact. I started playing from my first job at the piano store in Chesapeake Square Mall. They put a clavinova outside, and I thought it was a cool thing for, to be playing out in the, actually in the mall, and women would come up. So I started playing to meet women. The next thing I know, I found myself in the church playing, and, the rest is history. So that's number 1. I do play an instrument. Number 9, Eric, are you afraid of any animals? Absolutely. Well, I'm afraid of pit bulls, number 1, terrified, and I'm afraid of rats. You tell me there's a rat somewhere or a pit bull, I will not. Hey, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but listen, it is what it is. I am terrified. Maybe you can help me get over that, I guess. We'll see about that. Number 8, how are you as an elementary school student? Well, in the 4th grade, I faked a fainting. I did. I faked the fainting. It was just something to do. It was hot in class. It was something to do. I faked the fainting. So everybody came and rushed, and it was this big thing. They put me in this wheelchair. They took me, and my mother came to get me. And so then the next day, I did it again. Now this time, I think everybody kind of got a little hip to me. And so when my mother took me to Portsmouth General Hospital, man, after all the prodding and after the needles, I'd never fake the fainting again. As a matter of fact, when I was in college in my English class, I actually wrote this in a paper. And she actually said, Eric, if this was a public speaking class, I would make you read this, but it was not. It wasn't. But yeah, I faked the fainting. So if I ever have any kids, I'll be one step ahead of them. Number 7, what are my 5 favorite movies? All right, let's start in order. From number 5, Porky's, the first Porky's. Number 4, Boomerang. Gotta have Boomerang. Number 3, Malcolm X. That's a great movie. Number 2, Goodfellas. Somehow, I don't know, in my other life, I thought I was an Italian mob boss. And my number 1 favorite movie was the first Coming to America. Those are my 5 favorite movies. That's what I watch. Number 6, Eric, do you have any famous relatives? Yes, I do. Nicole Wray, the singer she was with Missy Elliott. She came out in 98 with Make It Hot. That's not my cousin. That's my first cousin. Kenneth Wray and Eric Wray, they're brothers. So she's my first cousin. She's a cool person. She ain't no celebrity to me. She's just Nicole, but she's a very talented person. I wish I could sing like that. Eric, is there any foods that you do not eat? That is correct. I do not eat collards, nor do I eat hot sauce. Hey, listen, don't take my card. I do eat fried chicken. Well, I used to eat fried chicken. But hey, listen, collards and hot sauce, I just don't do. I'm sorry, that's just not my thing. Eric, outside of a funeral director, what would you have been? What other profession would you have been? I would have been a lawyer or a radio host. I think with the radio host, I come from the 80s and 90s era when it was really cool to be a disc jockey. So I always thought it was cool. So I probably would have been a good disc jockey. I would have made a good disc jockey too. All the disc jockeys were cool. There are a lot of greats, and people still remember those radio guys. And so I would have probably been one of them. Eric, outside of in funeral service, we know you're really busy. What do you do in your spare time? Well, my spare time, I pretty much is dedicated to working out. And I work out 7 days a week from Monday to Sunday. Hit cardio, I hit weights, I hit so many, I hit all my target points. I'm gonna tell you something. What drove the weight loss surgery, because I had a weight loss surgery, that's in a whole nother video. Go check that out later. I did it because of a custom-made fuchsia shirt that I could not wear. No, it wasn't diabetes. No, it wasn't an illness, or one my doctors fussed at me. No, it was I wanted to get back in that shirt, and so that's what happened. And then I think I wore it like 1 time since the surgery. Can't wear it anymore. It's too big, so we ended up having to give it away. But I would rather be on this end of can't wear it than the other end of can't wear it. Eric, what have you done in length to achieve your goals? I drove 1.5 hours, 2 hours every morning to mortuary school. So I left I left Portsmouth. There was a period, and then I left Virginia Beach, and I would drive, get up at 5:30, and I would go to Richmond. I'd be there by 7:30 for 8 o'clock class. I did that for 2 years straight. So, housing was pretty scarce up there. So I made the ride and I had a job here. And so that's what I did. And the last thing, Eric, what are you truly deep down afraid of in your soul? I'm afraid of failure. And I'm gonna just be very honest, I'm a perfectionist and I put my heart and soul in everything I do. I just don't do it just for the sake of doing it. Understand that celebrity status isn't me, I'm a servant. And so that's what I do. And so when you're a servant, you make sure that you do everything with your heart and soul in it. While most people are sleeping, I'm always working. I'm mentally working. My brain doesn't shut off till like 1 o'clock. So I stay up late too. That's another thing. I stay up late. So, hey, listen, that's a little bit more about me. Thank you all so much for those that participated. Hey, I'm Eric Wray, Yvonne Wray Funeral Establishment, and candidate for Chesapeake City Council. Hopefully we'll be able to, see you out there on the campaign trail. Give us a buzz. Check us out on Facebook, on social media, on Instagram. Thank y'all so much. Peace.